Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Kid Man City, and we are live. That's right, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. What's going on, everybody? Again, I go by the name of Crazy Kid Man City, and you are listening to Entertainingly Outrageous. Let's see who got up in the building today. Let's see who we got. Who we got? That's right. That's right. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off. Listen, guys, we got a special guest in the building. He's a comedian taking the city by storm while also making sure y'all don't die of a heat stroke up in this thing. That's right. It's your celebrity AC guy, my guy, Oscar P.
Hello, hello,
What's
hello.
what's going on, my guy? What's going on?
I'm keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter.
I, I heard that, man. I heard that. Yes, sir. It's good. Make sure I got you
Uh,
there. There we go. There we go. How's it been, man? How you going? How you doing?
Everything going pretty good, man. I got nothing to complain about. You know, both businesses doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. I'm on your show. That's right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, every now and then I find a podcaster like he about to gang bang and read me a Bible scripture. That's how you look right now.
Hey, man, I gotta keep it urban.
Keep it urban.
You
And
gotta
you know
keep it
what?
urban.
I'm gonna tell you something so crazy. Like you ever hear stuff and don't know you hearing it and not paying attention. Like I'm a little old. I'm 47. I don't lie about my age. I didn't know urban meant black. I did not know that because like it hit me like what when I work with Myra Mays. They're like, what urban? Well, I didn't know that because I'm from Mississippi. Nothing urban about me.
Yeah.
I'm about as urban as a brown egg.
Yeah, man. I'm from Mississippi myself, but I spent most of my life in Memphis, so it kind of turned me into a little bit of a city boy.
Yeah,
So I kind of gained that urban style just a
gotcha.
little bit.
So you're a Mississippian.
Yeah, Mississippi. It depends on who I'm talking to.
Yeah, you're a Mississippian. In other words, you know how to catch fish and run from the police. That's all you, you know what I'm saying. You're a Mississippian. You say
Fact.
yes sir, no sir, but you also can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get you.
Oh man, let's jump straight into it, man. Let's jump straight into it. So you say you from Mississippi, man? What part?
I'm from the Delta. I was born in Clarksdale. I grew up in Cleveland in the Rouville area. That's it. I'm from the
Okay.
Delta. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you from down there. I'm from northern Mississippi myself, Tate County, baby.
Tate
So
County. Oh man,
yeah,
you you you,
Coldwater,
you Memphis.
Mississippi.
You
Yeah,
Memphis. You watch the
I'm
same
not.
news they watch. It's the
Yeah,
same news, man.
might as
Y'all,
well say it.
yeah, cold water. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they call cold water. That water the same temperature all over the South. I don't know. Cold water. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking you up, man. I see that you not only do you do comedy, you're also a HVAC guy. And
Yeah.
dealing with HVAC, I'm just newly certified myself. So I kind of know your struggles on a day in and day out basis.
So
So
you kind of know my struggles.
I kind of, because I'm new, so I only been in for what, almost about 2 years now.
Yeah, yeah,
So
okay. I got you. I
so
got you. I got
I'm still new to the game, just a little bit,
you.
man.
Until
So
you get cursed out 3 times a day for being on time. You know what I'm saying? During the summer. I thought y'all come around 9, like 10, 11, 12. Y'all came at 8:55. You know what I'm saying? They get mad at you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's your experience with that, man?
I've been doing HVAC since I was 19, man. I dropped out of college to become an HVAC tech.
Hey,
Yeah, I became. Yeah, I got. Yeah, yeah. Air conditioning been good to me. They would take care of my family, give them a better lifestyle than I had growing up. Be a staple in the community, help a couple brothers go to college, help a couple brothers go to trade school and sisters. So
yeah,
HVAC been good to me. It's been rewarding, and so I mean, look, it's a little hard work, sweaty work, hot work, cold work, but it's a trade that AI can't take you out of. It's a
facts,
trade. You know
facts,
what I'm saying? You're always going to be needed. And when I
facts.
got in HVAC when I was 19, I got mad. Like, why nobody told me about this in high school? You know what I'm saying? I dropped out of
Yeah,
college. I just wasted 2 years of my life memorizing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
could have just been doing HVAC. I tell every brother, man, that like what you're doing with your podcast, if you have a dream in entertainment or anything like that, I tell everybody, have your financial base like a trade. You have nothing to worry about. Have a
right,
financial base like a trade. You can go anywhere in the world and do what we do. Yep.
right. So the world of comedy, man. How did you get how did you come about doing comedy? Because some people try. It's not an easy thing. You might be
Well,
funny to your friends, but once you get on stage, that's a totally different monster.
whole different ball game. I'm gonna say this, man. When you say the different months, I'm gonna answer this question backwards. Every now and then we have LeBron, every now and then we have Michael Jordan, every now and then we have a big ticket Kevin Garnett. You go straight to the league and be
Yeah,
that guy. But
right.
most guys, yeah, we got to go through Pee Wee, junior high, AAU, high school, junior
Yeah,
college, then college. You know what I'm saying? Then
right.
overseas, then come back. Now we're ready. That's how I think comedy works. But I got into comedy as a grown man. I was 37. I got into comedy. 37, turned 38. I was extremely depressed, and all my barber thought I was funny. I would go there, my barber cut my hair, and I'm telling the nigga all my problems, and he's like, "Man, that's hilarious." I said, "Man, I'm serious right now." He's like, "Hey, man, you didn't put that on stage." And I always
Right.
wanted to do comedy, but I was scared. Then I had a bunch of kids young, and uh, I was extremely depressed. It's a whole joke behind it, and you can check that out on YouTube. Memphis Finest, my comedy specials on YouTube right now. But when I got on stage, man, I never felt like it was something I was supposed to do. I didn't care about. I didn't think about nothing but like, yo, this just saved my life because I'm not gonna kill myself now. So I'm going
Right.
go do
Right.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So how do you it has to be like funny explaining to people, you do these two jobs that's like totally opposite from each other.
You have no idea. You have no idea, man. I have people that have came to Chuckles and the Orpheum and place and saw me perform, and then I come in the house and be extreme professional. They don't like that. They want me. I said I can't say bitch and hoe in your house like that. You know, I can't. Excuse me. I don't know if you can edit. I don't know if we're gonna edit this out now.
Nah, you good, man. You
Okay,
good.
okay. I can't say that on. I mean, some stuff I say on stage, I can't say in nobody's house. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then I have situations where I've had clients that came to the show, and I didn't know I can't recognize people like that. And I'm on stage, and I'm going in saying some because I do insulting material, and
Yeah.
they did, they laughing, and then when I point them out and said something to them, they called my office the next day, and I said, "Them two different jobs." So, you can't get. And then one is entertainment, one you really need to see me as far as heat and
Right.
air, but you can't get mad. But yeah, it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But we talk about it. We talk about it. I talk about your pops, Myra, man. I
Yeah.
talk about Myra. Yeah, Myra.
Yeah, we gonna get to him because that'll be a great conversation. Maybe you got some stories I don't know about.
Man, your dad is hilarious, man. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. So being that a company gotta go back to that, being that it's not an easy job. So have you ever like got on stage and like a joke just didn't work out? And then was it like an awkward moment of silence, or did you just like keep going at it?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Every night I get on stage, the joke don't work out. That thing about it, thing is like this thing about comedy. Comedy is 80% winning, 20% losing. right? If you watch your favorite comedian, you got jokes about your favorite comedian, just don't hit. But if 80% of that shit funny, then we have a hit. You know what I'm saying? 7% ain't gonna do, but you gotta be at least 80 or better. Every night I have a joke that don't hit the way I expect it to. It's just I got another joke that can cover for that joke that hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And I know, like you said, you did the insulting material. I know some people don't understand it, but some people can't take it. It's like if you're from Memphis or you've been living in Memphis from a certain period of time, you would totally understand that side of comedy. But most people can't. Most people can't take it, man.
I like how you bipartisanly put it. You know what I'm saying? I like how you put that. That was funny.
Yeah, most people can't take that comedy, man. So what do you like? How do you go about? Because now we live in a society where you really can't say too much, or you got somebody always pulling your coattail, telling you not to take it this far. How do you go about that?
I literally don't give a fuck. I'm being honest with you. I just don't. I'm being honest with you because the fact is it's impossible to not hurt somebody's feelings. No matter what you're doing. You got a podcast right now, right? You might have a girlfriend like, why ain't you spending time with me? You can't please everybody. All you got to worry about is pleasing yourself as long as you're not physically harming anyone or intentionally hurting people's feelings, like being direct. But insulting material is basically just talking about life and different sectors of the human race and things you don't like. For instance, like one of my jokes I do is like, yo man, I don't like going to the zoo because I feel like I'm visiting locked up homies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the zoo is nothing but a prison. So you know what I'm saying, to an animal, you know what I'm saying, he ain't happy to see us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you be reading up on the animals, you was reading the animal's jacket. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You read his jacket. So I talk about stuff like that. So people get offended. Might get offended by that. I make fun of PETA. PETA only defends good-looking animals. You know they did it.
Nah,
cute
I've
dogs,
never noticed
kittens. That. You never see them like, stop killing that alligator. You never see that. You never see them standing in front of a Snaggletooth dude in Louisiana. Don't kill that gator. You're not gonna see that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So growing up, man, who did you look at as an inspiration? Like who did you see that made you want to hop on stage or made you want to step into the comedy realm?
Man, I liked everybody. My uncles, like my dad was a wonderful hypocrite because he was in our family. The uncles let the nephews get away with shit, so I couldn't do nothing in front of my daddy. But my cousin over there doing the shit with my dad, I was doing with their daddy. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fucked up rule. You don't do that in my house, and you go over there and do that. You know what I'm saying? You do that. That's how my dad was. So I watched everybody: Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Sinbad. I watched a lot of people, man. So if I saw you on stage, you was phenomenal to me. You know what I mean, if I saw you on cause comedy has like I used to like white comics way more than blacks. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 80s, you didn't see with 4 black comics. You didn't see with 4. You know what I'm saying? And then in the 90s, that's when Def Jam BET came out. Boom. It was like, wow, that guy's a comic, that guy's a comic, this guy's a comic, she's a comedian. So yeah, it's a lot of people. I just can't narrate it. I don't have a top 5. I don't have like every comic I ever seen inspired me, you know what I'm saying, as young, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So of course every like you said, a joke then maybe a joke never went off, like it was supposed to. So what was your most embarrassing time on stage? Do you remember that?
I think my most embarrassing time on stage, I'm trying to keep this as PG as possible. I got they call it stage fuck.
Yeah.
Know that, you ever heard that term? Okay, stage fuck, when you're on stage and you're not that funny, but you're attractive to different women, and they screaming, "I'll fuck you right now! I'll fuck you!" These women are saying this, and I'm like, I didn't have no jokes to cover that shit. I'm just like, I'm just sitting there listening to the bad thing about a woman took the time to move her oxygen a thing out her nose. She had an oxygen tank. Well, I'll fuck you too, and put it back up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on, right? So they ain't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know what. That was
you got
embarrassing.
you got kids?
I got grown adults. All my kids range from the age of 28 to 23.
Okay, so do they think you're funny?
One of them do.
One of them.
On one of my kids, my oldest daughter don't laugh at nothing I say. She be looking at me like something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Every day, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because I used to yell at them a lot, which I shouldn't have done. But when you was young, I didn't want to whoop them, so I just raised my voice up. I should have beat their ass. I didn't know that was gonna fuck them up worse than the ass beat. Don't you know? Like your dad can beat your ass every day, and as long as he raises his voice at you, it don't feel that bad. But if he raises his voice to you, it's like I'm being abused. I was like,
Speaking of dad, there go my daddy right there, man. What's up, Pops? What's going on, man? Like with my dad, because it's funny. My dad has a different sense of humor. It's kind of like the insulting sense of humor. So I know it. However, my wife just don't get it at all. She was like, why does he do that to you? It's just like, well, you'll have to understand where we come from first, but you'll have to understand who he is and his sense of humor. So everybody don't get it.
Your dad's hilarious, man, because I remember like your father, I gotta give him his rose, to help train me to be on the radio.
Right? Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing that for me now. So
everything I screw up at is something he didn't teach me. So when I was working the Mari May show, every time I be at the line, he'll do this. He'll pop his eye like they'll let me know, like, hey, Oscar, dial back. Like, he'll just do this right here. Yeah, made some good stuff over there too.
Yeah. What's going
on?
There's
no alcohol in this cup. There's no alcohol in this cup. By the way, I want y'all to know.
Man, it's
podcast world.
You got the family reunion cup, man.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the drink champs.
Most definitely. So, growing up, was you like the class clown? Always in trouble?
No.
Really?
I promise I was not, man. I was not. That's what cracks everybody about my high school. Only knew I was funny was my close friends.
Man, that don't sound believable, man.
I know. No, my best friend, Napoleon Pemberton, was beyond hilarious. Beyond hilarious. And he'll be saying something, I whisper to him, he'll take it to a whole nother level. But as far as funny, growing up and all the way to my 10th grade year till I transferred, my best friend was the funniest guy I met in my life. Napoleon Pemberton. That man still, hands down, just naturally stupid. Just say some of the most stupid stuff. And he lives in Hawaii, so he called me like I'm on the same time zone. So I got to wake up at 2 a.m. Hey, man, you don't believe what just happened. This is what I get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once a week. Yeah. Napoleon Pemberton. He was the funny one. Yeah.
So has it ever been a time to where like you started in this comedy thing, and then I guess you got to the point to where you was like, man, I don't know if I'm if I want to do this, or was it something that you always set out to do, or it's just something that basically. Wait a minute, let me make sure I answered that right. Asked that right. I'm sorry. Yeah. So basically, has there ever been a time to where you working so so hard trying to get to this point, in this comedian thing, and to the point to where you just got overwhelmed to the point to you was just like, maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I need to stop.
I'm gonna say this right here, man. From my personal experience, I don't know how to give up. I don't know how to give up. Like, I gotta know that everything possible. I gotta know I did everything possible right before there's a stop point. All right.
Right.
But as far as comedy, I hear people say it all the time, and there's no disrespect to those who are further point in their career. This is what I say right here. I'm in the game. The time I got on stage and dedicated myself to it, I made it.
Yeah.
I mean, I made it. No, for every Michael Jordan, there's got to be a B.J. Armstrong. I don't want to be B.J. Armstrong, but he got 3 rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep running with you. Like, so when
Right.
people say made it, that only applies when you're not. There's no true passion to what you're doing. Like, where you at right now? You made it. You're doing it.
Right.
You're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many people that ain't even doing it and seeing how far you made it up. They ain't even worried about starting. So I always say I made it. Like, people say, well, you not big as Kevin Hart, Mike Epps. I say, well, nigga, you ain't the big nigga on your job. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they gave your ass a motherfucking red carpet in front of your forklift. So don't be trying to make me feel bad for doing what I love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
so long as I'm on stage, I made it. So I don't care if people see the arrogant, cocky, whatever. No, I made it. I may not be doing the theater shows, the rental shows just yet, but I made it because I'm doing it. And that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I never changed my perception of that.
Right. So in your words, man, what separates a great comic from a good comic?
Well, the difference, in my opinion, because I've been able to be blessed with so much wisdom from a lot of great comedians and great comics. Comedians tell jokes. That's it. A comic sheds lights on everything that's in the path. Like Haley's comic, when it shoots across every so many years, we look up at it, and it's just like a light coming over everybody's head as they look up. That's how I look at a comic. A comic. I want to be a comic. I want to shed light on everything. I want to make you think. I want people to hate me, make people think, people love me, people agree with me, people disagree with me. But I want to say what I see. I mean, in a comedic delivery. I don't want to be on some, I want to be the smartest comic, the most paid comic, the richest comic. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm serious. So and the reason why, because everything a lot of comics want in comedy, I already got that shit. So I ain't bragging. I mean, but God is good to me. I mean, I'm just saying, I already got the house, the cars, and I don't really care about that shit. I do comedy because I think God gave me a talent to spark thought and to speak to men. You know what I'm saying? Not on no preacher shit, but I believe that's my skill set. So
yeah. So what's the most memorable thing that's happened to you so far in comedy?
Good memorable thing. Doing the Orpheum last year, headlining the Orpheum last year. That was a big step for me.
Who did you do the show with?
I put my own show on.
Oh, okay.
I put my own show on. It most definitely was a lot of help from comedians and other staff members, but it was a Polite Jerk entertainment show. Excuse me, that I promoted, produced, with the help of Marcus Billy and Childress Entertainment. Yeah, man, ER Entertainment. I mean, but yeah, it was. I stepped out there, man. So that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Learning the other side of the business, doing that. My most bad memory, man, is being on stage and a close friend of mine dying. Yeah, that was a bad memory. Yeah, man, I was on stage and I don't even answer the phone when I'm on stage, but he was trying to pay me the $50. Yeah, for trying to give him a cash app, and I gotta go to front. And I was like, yo, my man, someone knew he owed me besides him. So, I'm at the front like, somebody can run me that money. So I'm like, yo, I just keep 100, man. I'm like, yo, because he left the message like, Oscar, things ain't looking good. I want to make sure I get that little change to you. That little change to me. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm saying, he said, somebody supposed to tell him, like, I'm trying to find this person front. I'm like, yeah, I'm there. Okay, wait, who gonna cash at me? That's how I was thinking.
Oh man. So how did you deal with that, being that that toughest time in your life where you still have to go on? So man, how did you deal with that?
I mean, this is our job, and yeah, I mean, losing people still get on stage, like my brother passed, I got on stage. Close friend passed, I got on stage. get on stage actually helped me deal with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people don't even realize that I'm literally telling you the truth about what's going on in my life, and you think it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I might just spin a little bit, but the core essence of what I'm saying is the truth. I just get on stage, man. It makes me feel better.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try to play a little game real quick, man. This is called
Okay.
questions to ask a comedian.
All right.
So we're gonna try to get it in. All right. So first question is, what do you think about when you in the car alone?
Why, ask a comedian, is he driving naked? I do that every now and then. Like if somebody goes, like I just want to see if I get stopped. How the car going? We up the door, no buck naked. I've done it several times. I drive buck naked. Like when I'm driving from Alabama, soon I get some gas in Hamilton, I take all my clothes off and I just drive buck naked all the way back to Memphis.
Oh man. That one got me right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning?
Why do comedians smoke so much marijuana?
Okay.
So you okay? I might make sure I'm doing it right. This is like Jeopardy. I supposed to say why is something, or I supposed to answer your question?
Nah, just answer the question. You know,
Okay,
first thing come to your head.
Okay, right. Okay, gotcha. I thought we were doing some Jeopardy. I was overthinking this. You got me. Okay, I was thinking this. All right, let's go.
If you can choose one song to play every time you walked into a room, what would it be, and why? Did we lose you though?
When I walk in the room, every time I walk in the room, I'm saying, it'll be David Ruffin, Common Man.
David Ruffin, I like this song.
David Ruffin, Common.
Why this song?
Because I just want everybody to feel regular around me all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Common Man is like that, and Statue of Fool is like the mantra of all my mistakes in life. Yeah, Common Man. I've dreamed a dream. Every common man. I hope to rise to the top. I swear by the blood, as your man, my love. Boy, I know the words, man.
Yeah, weekdays or weekends?
Weekdays.
Weekdays. That's different.
Weekdays. I'm saying, because hoes are more respectful Monday through Thursday. They know you gotta go.
Oh man. If you could work with anybody dead or alive, it would be.
If I can work with anybody dead or alive. Dead or alive, or dead and alive?
Dead or alive. Dead and alive.
See, man. I mean, okay, dead. Man, if I can work with anybody, man, shit. That was a tough one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. If I can do a movie with anybody, dead or alive.
If you can do a movie, if you can do a comedy show.
If I can do a comedy show with anybody, man, ugh. Woo! Between Dick Gregory.
Oh, that's a good one.
And dang. Dick Gregory and okay, I'm gonna pick a live now. Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're dead and alive. They're dead and alive.
Dead and alive.
Now Dick Gregory, because his book was one of the first books I ever read that no one made me read.
Yeah.
It's called Nigga. And Steve Harvey, because to me, Steve Harvey is Black history. He's the first stepfather that made grown kids change their last name. Hey, I'm telling you something. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I can't even get my stepkid to call me daddy yet. You know what I'm saying? But this man walked in and renamed the whole house. I'm just saying, Steve Harvey is the man to be for pulling it out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Name a step that did what Steve Harvey did. Yeah, hey baby, this is my son right here. How old are you, young man? I'm 29. 29? Last name Harvey. No problem.
If you were stuck on an island and you can only listen to 3 albums, who would it be?
It would be Tupac Machiavelli.
Okay, that's a good one.
Number 2 would be the Wait and Exhale soundtrack. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that. Don't worry about it. You don't know nothing about the Wait and Exhale soundtrack.
What?
You don't know about that. You don't know about that.
Man, you must not know who you know who my daddy is, right?
Yeah, I know your dad is. Yeah, he probably playing that while they was having sex when you walk through the house probably sleep. You know what? all everybody done that before. Don't feel ashamed about it. Man, the third album, Johnny Taylor Greatest Hits.
Johnny Taylor Greatest Hits. Now, if there's one thing I do know about is Johnny Taylor.
All right, beginning thing out of life, baby. I forgot about Bob Womack almost. Man, that's a tough question, man. You had to give me about 20 albums for that. Or I'm stuck on the album.
Okay. If someone gives you an elephant you can't sell or give away, what do you do with it?
Leave him in the room. Elephant. Leave him in the room. Hey, ask that question again. If I can't sell or give it away, what I do with it?
Yeah, someone gives you an elephant that you can't sell or give away. What would you do with it?
Eat that motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do. Me elephant soup, elephant pig feet. I don't give a we eat all part of elephant snout.
They can't taste good, man. I don't think elephant tastes good, man.
I don't know. I mean, you're right. We don't know if it tastes good or not. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, once you eat an elephant, ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. Because all you gonna want is whatever's off the Sahara. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Safari, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no going back. You know what I'm saying? Real. Ain't no going back.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the comments. My dad asks, "Hey Oscar, tell him about your favorite comedian."
That'd be it. Man, my favorite comedian is Don D.C. Curry. That's my favorite comedian. Yeah, because what's going on you gotta take it. How old are you, Doc?
I'm 28. All
right. Take it back. Well, I can't say take it back because you don't have a lot of famous people through your pops. But let's go back. Let's say you 13 years old, right?
Okay.
And you seeing black men saying stuff on TV you've been hearing all your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the first time I was able to watch a full episode of BT Comedy View, Don Curry came out, man, immaculately dressed. He had this red tie. It was dope back then. That shit like clown. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he had this dope ass suit on and everything like that. I like, man. And then I watched all these other comedies. I never seen a style like that. His style was so impeccably different for a black man. This ranting, yeah. I don't like this shit. Another thing is like left right here, left right there. He was doing that, and I was like, boom. That became my favorite comedian because I watched the shit. And then when I got a chance I just want to go meet him. They said, "Hey man, you the host this evening." So I get the chance to host the Don D.C. Curry show. When he was like, the club owner said, "Hey man, go ask Don how you want to be introduced." I walked to Don and I couldn't speak. I wasn't hiding nothing. I was sweating. I was like, "Hi." And then we said, "Boys, you retarded." Then we said to me. And I was like a little kid. "No, sir. They told me ask you who introduced you." He didn't know. He was like, it took me to Sunday to let him know how I felt. I kind of figured that you like me. You know what he said? He gave his number, been cool ever since, man. Yep, Don D.C. Curry. Yep.
Okay, so if you had any advice, man, to anybody out there that wants to get into this comedy, wants to get into comedy, what would your number one advice be?
Be committed.
Yeah.
You said my number one advice. I've been
Yeah.
over answering questions lately, so that I stopped.
That-
That's it.
Hey, there's no such
Keep
thing as
elaborating.
over. No such thing as over answering.
I mean, you can't give them like you give them advice. Be committed. Be original. When you first get into comedy, in your first 2-3 years, you be trying to sound like everybody you like. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I used to Rodney Perry jokes, Tyler Craig, and Prescott, and Lester Bill jokes, and I didn't even know I was doing them. So in comedy, it's a unwritten rule to don't steal other people's jokes. All right. So don't steal other people's jokes. When I first got into comedy, I wasn't stealing because I didn't know no better. I just was saying what I liked. You know what I'm saying? Stealing is like, oh shoot, so and so said something clever. I'm taking that. Like they took several segments me and your father invented and put them on bigger shows now. I want you to know that they stole our shit word for word. And your daddy being the regular unread Temptation, don't know what's going on, and that's why Dave Ruff ran off and had to come back for the money. I'm talking in code right now. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of segments was invented on the Myron Mays show that other people jacked us for. Okay, and that facts is provable. He knows it. But be original. Always be kind, willing to help, be on time, and stay in your lane. That's it. Stay in your lane. Saying, you know, everybody got a lane. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Michael Jordan on the team, be Michael Jordan. You can be the water boy. You can be B.J. Armstrong. You can be Craig Hodges. But don't try to be Michael Jordan if you can't do what Michael Jordan do. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Right.
Yeah.
Right. My dad said, "Yep, Steve and them did it."
Steve them did it.
You dropping. So, speaking of my pops, man, how did y'all meet?
Your dad used to watch me bum a lot. I guess he felt sorry for me, give me a chance. I bummed all over Memphis. I bummed the places. I'm glad they closed down. You know what I'm saying? I bummed this on the internet. We say bum to me, a comedian, but he had a very bad day at work. That's all bumming me. But we say other words now, like you took it to the face. Oh boy, you had an old dick on stage tonight. You say stuff like that. So he took it to the face. Something I think I started. He just took it to the face. That we always say it like that. But your dad used to watch me bum a lot. He taught me again to grow, and we went from there. Saying, but I was a fan of Myron Mays before he realized he was losing his light skinness. You know what I'm saying? When his light skinness was at its peak, Myron Mays was like, and keep walking. You know what I'm saying? It was his peak. Because he had too many people trying to get to know him and talk to him and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can't lose with a double M name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah, he growing up with him, man, he kind of exposed me to a lot. So
now this is what cocaine look like. Never put this towards your nose, baby. Never say just say no. Say just not right now. Hey, that man said kind of exposed.
Yeah, he taught me a lot, man, and this is part of I would say part of his legacy, and like I said, he's kind of got me into this position that I am now. So he has helped a lot of people, and it's always good. It's always good actually hearing those good stories about
Yeah, I can't speak for a lot of people you gave opportunity to, but your dad know I occasionally call him sometime. We trip. I'm saying I ain't never been I don't believe in, and I think you might need to hear this. There's nothing wrong with using people, but using them and not showing appreciation is the fault. It's the fault. I mean,
right.
As you elevate because you got the personality, you got everything going on. The most important currency you're gonna have gonna be relationships.
Right.
It's a very important currency. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have the talent, whatever. You ain't got the right relationships, man. So take care of all your relationships. Everybody across your path, if they make you, if they make you move this far up, that's good. If they don't, if they don't move you at all, that's okay. As long as they ain't doing this, move you back. So what I'm saying? So make sure, like, relationships is the most important currency in anything you do. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
Important currency.
Right, and that's really important. I don't think most people understand how important relationships in whatever you do, whether that's in the comedy, in this entertainment, it's real big in this entertainment.
Yeah,
First of all,
yeah,
that just having excuse me, just having good business relations with people,
hmm
what like you said, will actually help you move forward instead of moving back. And I think
yeah.
that's one thing that most people kind of forget about because they use people and then they use them up to a certain point, and then all of a sudden they drop you or you
I
don't
mean,
hear.
I don't believe that. I read a lot African oral epics. Read that book, man. Check it out. It
Yeah,
says that if a man uh lends you one piece of bread, you're entitled to bring him back two. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh, and people don't understand that. Like I believe in returning favors. Everybody that helped me, it's like I made a note of it. Like I appreciate this, brother. I gotta do something. Appreciate this, sister. I gotta do something. Nobody can say that they cross paths with me and we have a positive relationship. And you see this brother, sister advancing, and of course I've been advancing. They will not say they had a bad experience with it. They're not. They're gonna say, hey, when they call me, boom, I'm gonna answer the phone, I'm gonna, or return your call. I'm always gonna be that way. And it's the proof of who I am. I've been having the same cell phone number since 1999.
golly.
Yeah.
You
Same
mean
cell phone number. Your dad
man,
could just gave you my cell phone number. We were straight.
man, I know people who change their numbers like every 3 months, man.
Don't do it. I have good credit, and if I owe you Friday, this for the young people out here. If you owe somebody, don't dodge them. That makes you a coward and no
Right.
integrity. But if I owe you, I'm gonna answer the phone and like my man, I ain't got your money yet. Or I'm gonna let them know ahead of time. If I owe you Friday, I call you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Look, man, I might not. I'm not gonna have your money. I might have this for you, whatever. That's better than somebody anticipate Friday come and you answer the phone or don't let them know what's up. So I'm saying
Right.
money problem comes to everybody. But at least answer the phone and let people know. Because as long as you communicate, and I learned that years ago. That's why I had good credit. I have never paid all my bills on time. If I know I'm be late, I do call the motherfuckers. I do call them late. Yeah, my man, I ain't got that car note. Can y'all let me float by 14 days? No problem, Oscar. You got good history with us. Boom. They notate all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you call them, they don't make a bad mark on your credit. Bye.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's knowledge that I tell you that most people are missing nowadays, man.
They don't understand it. They don't understand it. And I never done it. You know what I'm saying? And my wife never done it. We just like, yo, we was young. We got married young and we done everything possible. Not paying bills, cars get repoed and all that. But when we learned that one thing, we never did no more. After we went that one bankruptcy, and really was stupid for filing bankruptcy. We went over $7,000. Saying, like, what the fuck? I thought about it. I could have just got a job at Wendy's to pay that shit. But the bankrupt was $287. I need to pay this $287. Get my life back.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. We done did all that shit, but we learned that, man. We just been applying it. It's like I just call and let people know. See, that's what comics do. We shine a light and we leave you with something.
Right.
You know how many times you done been to a show, and don't remember shit that comedian say?
Right.
You
Right.
Okay, tell me one joke. But he was funny. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying it happens.
Right. That's why like not mean to cut you off. Excuse me. But that's why I like watching like Dave Chappelle. Such excuse me, such a comedy genius. He's like my number one in my book.
Real?
But no matter what he's talking about, it's always something educational. It's always something informative. You're gonna always leave. I like to say smarter than when you came.
Yeah, I agree with you on that on Dave, man. And that's why I say he's a comic. Chris Rock, comic. Comedians, I know a lot of comedians, they sell brilliant jokes, just funny shit. But I gotta be left with something. You gotta touch my soul or pierce my thought, have me feeling like I should be in disagreement with you, but not on no ignorant shit. Like, I ain't like that shit you just said. You know what I'm saying? That's just that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so that's what I'm at right now. That's how I feel about comics. I don't want to be no comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what is the difference with I think you already went past it and you said that comics comedian tell jokes, but comics always leave you with something.
All right,
Um
okay. The best comedian in the world is, and I'm gonna put you on history, by record sales and by accomplishments. The greatest of all time is Bill Cosby.
right.
The greatest of all time is Bill Cosby.
I
All
agree
right.
with that. Yep.
He told stories that did not have no time stamp on them. You know what I'm saying, like right now, come talk about what's present, what's current, right? So if I do
Right.
a joke about, let's say, police brutality, everybody got a joke about police brutality.
Right.
But if I do a joke about, my dad is trying to make me help him put up a fence, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no time stamp on that. I can
Right.
tell that joke. If somebody never saw me and that material is 50 to 100 years old, they pull up, it's still gonna have the same impact. All right.
Right.
Now the best comic of all time, Richard Pryor. Richard
Agreed.
Pryor. Richard
Agreed.
Pryor. As far as body of work, material, acting, speaking, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was a comic. He talked to
Uh-oh.
he saw. Shine light on something. So I'm sorry to zip out right, but somebody's trying to call me. He
I
shined the light on everything he saw. So it's Richard Pryor, man. But what people don't realize is Richard Pryor sounds just like. One second, I'm about to move back up. I don't know if you heard me now. I said Richard Pryor sounds just like Bill Cosby, just cursing. They
Yeah.
got the same cadence, same voice. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you sound like who you idolize. Dave Chappelle grew up idolizing Tony Woods.
Yeah.
Look up Tony Woods. So if Dave Chappelle your favorite comic, learn about Tony Woods.
Right. Right.
Same person.
Okay. Okay.
Same cadence. Yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely. Well, man, I'm gonna try to go ahead and end the show, but it was
How you
wonderful.
how you gonna try to end it?
I don't
Believe in
even know.
yourself.
I don't even know, but I tell you this, what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. First off, I'm gonna give you your flowers because you know what I'm saying. This is a this first of all, this is a brand new show. So technically, this is my first official show under the name. Right. This is my first official show under the name Entertainingly Outrageous. So first off, I do want to thank you for hopping on, man.
Appreciate you.
You did me a very big solid, and shout out to my pops for hooking this up, man. Comedian, like I said, comedian, HVAC guy, and I kind of connect with you because I'm an HVAC guy myself. So like I said, I know the day ins and the day out struggles that you that you have, and it's
Right.
not easy. It's not an easy job at all.
What you're doing right now is not easy, man. You're doing a podcast.
It's not. And I tell people sometimes, man, being in front of the camera and being able to speak, it's an art that most people don't have, but most people want to do. So it's an art. So it's just like a regular job, man. You take time to work on your craft, and all of a sudden, you start, catching the feel of it, and everything starts to come.
Yeah, I think you might end up trying comedy, man, because you got what it takes. I promise. Yeah, you said stuff had me rolling today, so you got what it takes, man. I mean, you might want to get on stage and give a hoot. You never know,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know. We'll come back to that.
Then we'll sit down, let Myra tell us all the stories about who was doing what back in '89 to '91. Who was doing what did Jodeci do when they came to Memphis? What did they do? You know what I'm saying? Who did they do it with? And where did they do it
at? So, man, tell the people where they can follow you at, man, and you got anything coming up?
Mm-hmm. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. Oscar P Funny. That's OSCARPFUNNY. Funny. And you go to my website at OscarPfunny.com. We got a lot of shows coming up. This weekend, I'll be in Lafayette, Indiana, headlining a show there. I forgot the location. They're quick. I mean, also it was some marijuana in this cup. But and for those in Memphis, I will be at the Orpheum August 27th. And yeah, that's the next big show I got locally. But every Thursday night, y'all come check me out at Slice of Soul. I'm the host. We've been there going on 5 years. It's a great venue, great food, black owned. You're gonna enjoy it, all right? I'm trying to see if they're gonna name a pizza after Myra Mays. You know what I'm saying? But, because the pizzas are named after everybody, all the famous entities in Memphis. And I like Myra Mays need a pizza, man. You know what I'm saying, I know we're gonna call it cauliflower top or what. We're gonna name it something. So we're gonna the Myra Mays cauliflower top. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's where I'm at, man. All right.
Hey, man, you trip me out, man. Again, man, this has been another episode. Well, I said another episode. This has been the first episode of Entertainingly Outrageous. Again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We all over the place. Again, holla at your boy. I appreciate y'all.
I mean.